Hey guys, this is Patricia,
And I am Latanya,
and we are
Black
drum roll.
Mom Diary. You didn't tell me there was a drum roll. You know what? At some point, people are going to start to just question this partnership because we can't get we can't get that part together right there. They're going to be like, "Are they really talking before they come on here?" No, everybody. The answer is no. We just get on here and freestyle, as you can tell.
We freestyle the intro always, and I think that when we finally choreograph it,
We're gonna be
it's
mad.
gonna be, yeah, they're
No, we're
gonna be
gonna be
like,
mad.
"That's not genuine."
Yeah.
So we are genuine. We are who we are.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm already ready to talk. So
How you doing, girl? How you doing?
I am awesomely positive in my mindset. Let me just
Okay.
go there. There are just
Mhm.
some great things that we are attracting here on Black Mom Diary, and then also in our personal endeavors. I'm just really excited about all of the people that we are impacting.
Yeah.
So my mindset is always I'm always trying to keep, okay, there's that T word that I don't like, trying. I'm
Okay.
always intentional about the way that I think. Let me go say that.
Hmm.
Because trying to
Yeah.
me is a useless word. But
I think it gives us an out.
it does. It's like an instant excuse to why you didn't do or why this isn't happening. But honestly, being intentional and whatever you do produces a result, whatever the result may be from your
Hmm.
intention.
I
So
agree.
anyway, but I'm always thinking about us in a positive, impactful way because that's the mission, right?
Right.
Um,
That's true. And I think like on that note for me it's hard to see the impact because I see so many other groups that are doing like incredible stuff, and I always wonder, where do we fit in that and everything. And I know like there's that it's kind of like there's an app for everything kind of thing.
mhm,
So there is a group for everything, and I know that we have a place. And you're so right, and I just remind myself that you're not always going to feel like you're being an impactful person or you're making an impact. You may not ever hear about it until years later, or you may not ever hear about it. But I think that anything that you're doing for other people with good intentions, you will have an impact. And also I've heard from different people that, just the appreciation for what we're doing. So that is exciting, and I'm super thankful to be able to do this, and I'm super thankful to be able to do this with you.
awesome. Don't propose or anything. I'm already married. Okay. So you know what? We're gonna title this show Little Wins
Little
because those are
wins.
little things, we
Yes.
tend to not look at those things and
Yeah,
not to like counter anything that you said, but sometimes looking at others steals our little wins away.
that's true. Yes,
You
that
know,
is true.
yeah,
And I
we,
think
yeah.
like no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, go ahead. Yes, you
Okay.
go. You know, I
Well,
like to talk. I'm gonna let you go.
oh, thank you. Well, I was just going to say that I think that you're absolutely right, because I know when I'm looking at other people, I feel like I'm looking at giants. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I know what is for me is for me. And so I am in no way angry or bitter. I'm like, you go, girl. Or
Mhm.
you go, y'all go. I think that's awesome, what people are able to create, and clearly what they have created was for them. um,
Right.
but I know that there is always a part of me whenever I look at the success of other Black mom groups. I am like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Is this even necessary? So you're right. I think that, when I look at the success of others, it it takes away the wins that I've had, the little wins, and those are equally valuable to the big wins. And
Right.
so I have to just remember to keep my eyes on what I'm doing, and, big ups to everybody else, but just, don't let that distract me from what I'm doing.
And see, and this conversation can go so many ways. That's the human aspect or the human experience of
Yes.
um collective learning. Here I go with the
Hmm.
school system again. When you put
Speak
everybody
on.
together, there is a competition that is
Hmm.
created where someone next to you has a different learning level or a different intensity, and you're matched or you're put up against that and you're compared. So that
Hmm.
grows up, of course, my auntie say it grows up in you, it goes
Mm.
along with, and then you go to a job
Hmm.
and then you have these metrics. And I just want to tell you that Patricia is doing an excellent job at this, and the other, but that may be Patricia gifting and not mine, but I'm compared to Patricia because we're in a
Hmm.
system that want us to be, for whatever their objective is or wherever they're, doing. So when you go out on your own, especially us, didn't really know where we wanted to go. And then when we found out where we're going, things started to happen. See, that's when the intention kicked in.
Hmm.
But then you want to, it's just human nature to look at someone else and have a perspective on the work that they've done, right? So I talked to someone else that has a podcast, and they're making 5 grand a week,
Nice.
that's for them,
Yes.
they're making 5 grand a week. And I asked them, how do you do it? And this is a guy, and he was like, when I first started, I was a guest on someone's podcast, and they said that they make $100,000 a month on their podcast. He said, I'm going to do that too. So he made a definite intention to do it. And what happened was he built a team around what he was doing, you know? So then
Yes.
again, I can't compare my podcast to him because I'm just recording. I don't have people going out looking for anything, promotions and marketing and all of that.
Hmm.
So how can we compare? But that
Right.
doesn't mean my impact is any less than his because he's reaching 60 million and I'm reaching 100. So
Exactly.
it's all in the perspective of the work and little wins. We got a few emails that
Uh-huh.
said, you know, giving us like, hey, I love what you guys are doing.
Hmm.
We have people
Props.
approach us, little wins. So we're reaching people.
We are
And
reaching
that's the
people.
that's the objective,
And we
right?
also have people that are willing to sew into what we're doing.
Yeah.
We have a new supporter, Kelly
Woo.
Rao. And so shout out to Kelly. Thank
Shout
you
out
so
to our
much
support.
for being willing to so into us monetarily what we're doing, because she believes in what we're doing. And she sent me an email on LinkedIn, and she was like, I don't know if you realize the impact of what you guys are doing and just how powerful it is. And this is not even a Black mom, but she said she
Mm.
acknowledged what we were doing and just how she appreciates and values that. And she's a teacher of predominantly Black and Brown students. And she just said that what we are doing has helped her in how she is interacting with them. And she's always
Good.
been like the kind of person that is very thoughtful about other people's experiences and not putting her personal experiences before or letting those personal experiences of hers interfere with the work that she does with other people. But the fact that she said that, I thought it was very humbling to me, and it was very eye-opening to me, because I think sometimes we have a goal for how we want to see things, and we can meet the goal, but then also there are the fringe individuals that we're impacting in such a different way that I never even anticipated,
Right.
that for me is a win there.
Yeah. It's important
Two
to
wins.
keep that, to not limit wherever the support comes from, or
Yes.
like, we are, as long as we're not hurting anybody, or you're not doing it, anything, why shouldn't it work? Why shouldn't it go? Why shouldn't it impact? But your thought process behind it, I feel like, let me just talk about somebody real quick. Her name is Patty Ann Griggs, right? I like to say that, by the way. I like to say Patty Ann. Her
Okay.
name is Patricia, but it's just so cute. I just don't know. It's just, I feel like I don't know. I like Patty Ann. I don't call you that. I call her Patricia, but I just had to say that right quick. I don't know if y'all go back to some of the episodes. Her vision for the podcast now is so focused, and I'm seeing the fruit fall from the tree, because she has decided that she wants to impact Black moms everywhere. And when she did that, there has been some gates and everything that has opened up to her. That, Black moms everywhere, is when you put your intention in alignment with your vision, because you can have a vision with no intention behind it. She started a store. Y'all got to go out there.
I did.
I don't know. No, a lot of people start stores. You know what I'm saying? But again, you got to go back to when we first started and listen and see the growth, and
Season 1.
Right, and see the maturity of Black Mom Diary, because of Patricia. I follow her, y'all.
Aww.
And I'm really glad that she asked me. And I know we love on each other a lot on the show, but just when you start to think of whatever you're doing as a flourishing thing, and something that's going to be able to impact, I'm always with that impact thing, that impact. And sometimes it takes someone a supporter to help you to believe. And I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. A lot of people are like, well, I don't need validation. Stop it. You want some type of validation. You want validation until you have validated whatever you have created. So stop it. You know what I'm saying? And once you have that knowledge in it, then nothing can stop you from going forward, right? But I do think we needed a little validation in the beginning. I do.
I think so.
I do.
Yes.
And we got on the show, just flowing, but again, keeping with it. And then slowly, I think 3 years is fast, but it seems like it. It doesn't seem like it's been like 3 years.
It doesn't. It feels like it's been longer, but shorter, all at the same time.
It had, yeah, right.
Yeah. And I don't know if I thought that, because like we're in season 4 now, and I don't know if I even thought that we were gonna make it that far. I don't, because I am like, oh, I have this great idea, and then at some point I'm just like, yeah, and I just let it go. So that's another win. We made it to season 4, and I'm still committed. I still love it. And some of the best conversations and some of the biggest laughs, I feel like, come from these chats and conversations that you and I have. I love it. And I mean, it's just like, for me, I just wanted to create a space where we could talk about things that are relevant to our experience. And not all Black moms are the same, and there are things that we have very similar with our other counterpart. moms, you know, but there's just something about the Black experience that connects all of us, even if
Right.
we're all different. Like I could be like a super conservative Black mom, and there
Yeah.
might be another Black mom over here that's a little bit hippie, you know?
Yeah.
And
And
then,
it's not just slavery. Let me just throw this in there. It's not
mhm,
just slavery. It's also a lot of the psychological abuse that we've endured through generations. Not because just because we have been told we are less than, and this is was what it was. Not just slavery,
mhm,
just what you've heard. Because a lot of my people they didn't tell me they were slaves. That's another situation there. They were sharecroppers, but they worked on land that they didn't own, but they took care of so that
mhm,
these people could be rich. And when these people walked the grounds, they were forced to bow. So think about how that is for you when you're starting a business and when you're trying to
mhm.
trust yourself and you don't really, oh man, maybe I need somebody over here to co-sign. I might need somebody over here to co-sign, or just
Right.
the mental battle that we go through, even as just having a baby. Am I going to be a great mom? Oh my God, what's
Yeah.
going to happen to my son? You thinking the baby ain't even born yet, and you already talking
Yes.
about when he driving. You're
Conversation.
scared.
But
You see what I'm
yes.
saying? It's
And
just
just the
like
reality that your cute little boy is going to become a man, a Black man, and there are going to be
yes,
people that look at them like you're scary, you're a threat, or that sort of
absolutely,
thing. Those were
absolutely.
things that I was thinking about before I had children. So I don't know if you did
Me
too, but
too. Me
yeah,
too. And just, oh, am I going to be able to work with her? Is she going to steal my money? You know how Black people are. Come on, y'all. Let's talk real on the on the
let's be
podcast.
reality. Let's
They
be
always
reality.
late. They lazy. We I got to nah, girl. We can't do that with her. And then you go and you get hurt by someone because they're growing in their experience too. Always got to give each other grace a little bit. Now,
Yeah.
listen,
Yes.
there's grace and there's also stupidity, but
Right. And
and
accountability, where you're just
accountability.
like, look, this is what I'm seeing. Do you want to
Yes,
stay here or do
yes.
you want to grow? Growth hurts. So,
Growth
and growth
hurts
is
like,
uncomfortable. Do you
woo,
want to
boy, I
stay
gotta say,
comfortable or
yes.
do you want to get uncomfortable and do
Right.
some growing
And most
to
of the
become your best self?
uncomfortable is working with people that look like us. That is the most uncomfortable,
Yeah.
one of the most uncomfortable things out there. I don't know. Sometimes I think we need a moment of silence for that because when you say you're gonna work with somebody that look like a brown person, I hate the word black, and I've become to hate that just that term. But I'm gonna work with another a brown person, and oh
Melanated.
Lord
What
help
can we
us,
say? Yeah.
Lord
And then
help.
also like, and I've grown a lot since then, but I know for me there was a time when it was just like, okay, well, because I've been in situations where I was the only one and then another one comes in and it's like, are they gonna like her more than me? So I feel like there's this
Oh,
competition where am I the
oh,
better Black person? Am I more accepted than they are? Or
it's
am I
deep
gonna
right
be less
there.
accepted?
That's deep. But we had that, and we talk about this all the time with the organization that we were in. We were the only brown couple in there, but we ain't talked to each other for at least a
For a
year,
year
and
because I
we'll
was
just sit
afraid that you
across.
were going to reject me.
Come on now, and where did that come from? Where did that come from?
Hmm.
Those are the things that we have to get past. But I'm seeing when we link up and we put our energy together, because bottom line, we all want the same thing. And honestly, like attract like, right? If you're
Hmm.
a stealing, conniving, lying, cheating person, you're gonna be around those people
Hmm.
because that's what you attract. But if you are genuinely out here for the people, and why shouldn't we link up? Why shouldn't Wonder Trends activate? I don't get it.
Yeah.
But we had that. I never thought that you 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 wouldn't like me, but I did think about what everybody else would think if I talked to you.
I didn't,
Uh-oh.
and I didn't even think about
Mm,
that. I was just
mm,
like, that's an interesting perspective.
mm-hmm.
I
Yeah.
did think about like, I just didn't know if I was gonna be cool enough for you.
cool.
kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, I was like, is she going to is she going to accept me? And so you and I, we've talked about our experiences before. And my experience was like, I got treated with racism by non-Black people, but then also like with a lot of Black people, I wasn't Black enough. So I wasn't cool enough and I wasn't accepted. So it was just kind of sort of this weird place for me. And those are things that happened when I was a kid. And those are things that have, that I have continued to deal with and work through as an adult, and just recognizing that I am who I am and I'm going to be for some people, and some people are just not going to love me. And that's okay.
Yeah, oh man. I don't even know what Black enough is. I don't get it.
I mean, that was my immaturity.
What, you don't eat collard greens? I don't know. I don't know what it is. You don't spit out your watermelon seeds on the porch. I don't know what.
Yeah.
Could somebody tell me what that
what is? Does it mean?
I like people. I'll talk to anybody. But that's what I thought about. I thought about, oh boy, she's over there. She looked like, and not even thinking that, but once we got together, we were sad that we wasted all that time. But,
I know. But then you were right though, because we got some looks, right?
Oh yeah, we did. Like, yeah. And we, like I said, we've talked about that on the show, but I really did think that they thought, like, oh, here go the Black people going together.
Right. Yeah, how do we separate them? Let's sit with people that we haven't sat with before, that we don't know as well.
Let's mix up the room, guys. Y'all need to start mixing up the room until Patricia and I started sitting together. Y'all need to stop. And oh man, but again, if we, that's something that we struggle. Again, I see it in the chats and on Facebook. I'm in a lot of the mom groups, and they're like, I want friends, but really? I don't know. If you don't ever allow yourself to expand out of what you can't grow.
Yeah.
Try it. I mean, you don't have go do something small. Put on a dinner with somebody. Little wins. Look, if you have anxiety about working with another Black mom, we're gonna say it because this is Black Mom Diaries. If just put on a dinner, organize a cookout. I'm just something little.
And invite some people, like 20 people.
And see how well, I'm not saying go do $1 million business. Look, just do something small to increase your confidence, not only in working with your same rate, but also yourself. Because most of it comes from the inside. Right? And if that person isn't for you, another one will come along that'll have the same vision that you will.
Exactly.
Just start off small, little things. Okay, we had a successful picnic with the children. What can we do next?
Yeah.
Patricia and I, we have another business together, right? That business didn't come before Black Mom Diary. Think about it. We started something small together, right? Trust. Yeah, we're showing up, and then now we're moving into something bigger.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do, guys. It's really start. And if that don't work, don't shut off everybody else. Try again. I worked with somebody else. It didn't work, but that don't mean I'm going to go punish everybody else.
That's true.
But I've learned and I've expanded. So guess what? I'm going to keep moving. That's all you got to do, guys. Don't stay in it.
Moving forward.
Yeah.
Yes. Stay in those. And I feel like meeting you and stepping out of my comfort zone and approaching you at that other organization was more than a little win. I think that was definitely a big win because I got a friend, and it's, like we have known each other for like 8 years or something, or almost 9 years. Yeah. And I am just so thankful for that. And then from that friendship and from me stepping out of my comfort zone. You know, we created Black Mom Diaries. We've worked on other stuff together. We created Honest Chats.
Yep.
And big win.
And we're gonna
All
go on
those
vacation
little
together.
wins.
We're gonna go
Yes.
on vacation together.
Yes.
That's one of our goals. We're gonna get that one. Yeah, we're gonna get that one together because our kid, you know, I think our kids like each other.
I think they do.
I know my daughter is 13, but she would definitely be right there with Tristan. You know, I got a
Tristan would
13-year-old,
love
y'all.
that.
Oh my God, I got a 13-year-old.
Girl.
So that's a whole but she's so lovely. I love my 13-year-old, by the way. But anyway, you're supposed to.
Yeah, right.
But take those, you know, before we go, I know, you know, just little steps. Nobody's asking you. I mean, it's a relationship. It's just like meeting somebody you like and you get the feels and you know what, first date or something. That's how it is with just working with, you know, these collaborations and whatever you're doing. I am happy. I told Patricia today on with our other business Honest Chats, we got like 2 more followers. Like I am so excited. And we're not really that, you know, we're not really as active on there, but again, little wins.
Yes.
Be excited, and that will bring on more.
Be thankful for those. Acknowledge those. Don't think about what you're missing out on. Think about what you're gaining and what you're getting in those little wins. And like, you know, the more you focus on having gratitude for the little wins,
that's it.
You get bigger wins.
That's
so for sure.
Gratitude brings it in. Yeah. This was good. I think a lot of people that would listen to this, a lot of people are starting something new, whether it is a house. You know, this could go for you decorating your house. Get that rug first. Get that, you know, somebody, you know, I don't know. It all starts out with just little wins and you being grateful for that. Not, you know, Patricia keeps me in check. I'm always looking at the big picture, but she's like, wait, look, you know, wait
little
a minute,
steps,
Latanya, little time. You know what? You didn't just get up running, you know. So and make sure you have yourself together also. You can't look for an improvement in someone else that you haven't built with yourself.
That's true.
So I can't ask you to do more for that. So this is great.
Well, yeah, it has been great. And if you guys want to connect with us online, you know where to find us. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Instagram. Search Black Mom Diaries. We are there and we want to connect with you. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, you feel like you have an idea for the show, email us, blackmomdiaries@gmail.com. And like Latanya said, the store is open for your Black Mom Diaries swag. So check us out at shop.blackmomdiaries.com. We would love for you to get some swag there. And we mentioned our other business, Honest Chats. So check us out online too, Honest Chats. Just search Honest Chats. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we are on Facebook too.
Yes, we are.
We're out there.
If you want to see any more of these great interviews, but just want to show our appreciation. We're so grateful for you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for writing in. And we will be telling you about some upcoming events we'll have so that maybe you could come out and meet us.
Yeah, in person.
Yeah, I'm pretty tall.
So am I. I'm actually taller than she is. She is 5'7" and I am 6 feet tall. And I know that we don't seem like it, but
I love it. I love it. Well,
I'm tall in my mind.
Until next time, I am Latanya.
And I'm Patricia. Thanks for listening to Black Mom Diaries.